So the refresh of both the personal and business platinum cards is fast approaching. A few days ago, American Express shared this video on Twitter, or X as it's now called, confirming that September 18th is indeed the date that the new refreshed cards will launch. And now we have some leaks of the benefits on one of the versions of the Platinum Card 2 that I'm going to share with you. Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. My name is Ben Hedges, aka the Credit Shifu, and on this channel I cover US credit cards, personal finance, and luxury travel. If you like the sound of that, please subscribe, but let's get into the video. So this leak is for the Business Platinum. It does, however, give us some clues for the personal version of the card too. So this is from Doctor of Credit. I'm not sure how they got this info. I'm guessing it was an insider sending them stuff since they didn't list the source like Reddit or one of the forums or something like they normally do. Now they have a few screenshots, so let's actually go through them and look at the benefits. First is the annual fee. It looks like it is going to be going up to $895 as was predicted on the Business Platinum. And so I'm guessing that this will be the same for the Personal Platinum too, since that's what people have been predicting for the personal card as well. Then we have the bonus, which is a whopping 200,000 points for spending $20,000 on the card in 3 months. Now, although that sounds crazy, remember this is a business card, so it is aimed at people with businesses who have business spending. So that isn't unrealistic for a business. And if the business bonus is 200,000, then maybe the bonus on the personal card will be like 150,000 for a lower spending amount, all right? Like $6,000 or $8,000, probably in 6 months rather than 3, since that's what they've been doing in recent years on the personal cards, 6 months instead of a 3-month spend requirement. But 200,000 Amex points on the business card is potentially worth $4,000 at 2 cents per point. And for that $20,000 in spending, you're going to be getting 10 points per dollar. The value is like okay, not terrible, not amazing. This page also confirms that there will be a new mirror card design and that it is indeed limited edition. This is supposedly what it looks like, although it's hard to really know until you hold it in your hand. I think the video they shared looks more clear on what it actually will look like. And they do confirm that the mirror card is optional as well, so you'll still be able to have the classic Business Platinum, and that'll presumably be the same for personal. You're not gonna lose your Kahindi Wiley or Julie Muratu design, if you like that sort of thing. Okay, so how about the benefits? Well, the major new benefit is this, a new $600 hotel credit. Let's now cut to the next screenshot to get all of the details of that. So here are the details on the $600 hotel credit. $300 semi-annually on prepaid bookings through Amex Travel with fine hotels and resorts and the hotel collection. Hotel collection requires a minimum 2-night stay. So this is pretty cool. I mean, if you use that benefit alone, you're gonna get back like 3/4 of the annual fee. And I assume this will be like the Saks credit on the Personal Platinum. Half is January through June, and the other half is going to be July through December. Then also on this page, we have some of the other benefits. These are actually already benefits, but Amex has just cherry-picked some numbers out of thin air to try and put a price on them. So $550 average value with fine hotels and resorts. That probably is accurate based on a 2-night stay. And then we have $850 in value for lounges. This will vary wildly depending on how often you use lounges and who would actually pay for Priority Pass nowadays anyway. But if you want to put a number on it, this is probably accurate for people who travel regularly. You do still get the $200 Hilton credit, so that takes us to $800 worth of hotel credits. The $200 airline credit remains and the Clear credit remains, and it's been increased because Clear went up in price a few months ago too. Now, in addition to these credits, there is actually a new hotel status being added to this card. But first, guys, if you like this channel and you like earning extra points on your credit card, do check out our sponsor, the Built Dining Program. It costs you no money, and all you need to do is sign up and link any existing credit card from your wallet, and you will earn an average of 3 points extra per dollar on restaurants in their program, which there are a lot of, okay? It's a lot of restaurants in the Built Dining Program. So if you link the Amex Platinum, you'd be earning 4 extra points per dollar, okay? 3 from Built, 1 from Amex. But if you use the Amex Gold, it's gonna be 7 extra points per dollar. 3 from Built, 4 from Amex. Built has some great transfer partners, many of which overlap with Amex. So you could be earning 7 points per dollar 3 from Bilt, 4 from Amex, and then transferring them both to the same airline, British Airways, for example, and then you can use that to book American Airlines or any airline in One World Alliance. Anyway, link is below if you're interested, and using our links really helps our channel, so we thank you if you do. All right, so the Business Platinum, like the Personal Platinum, already provides 2 hotel statuses, Hilton Gold and Marriott Gold. But according to these leaked images, the refreshed Business Platinum, and maybe the Personal Platinum too, will be adding Leaders Club Sterling status at leading hotels of the world. This is a really cool collection of 400 independent luxury and boutique hotels. And let's look at the benefits of being Sterling status with Leaders Club. So it seems that just by joining Leaders Club, you get free continental breakfast for 2 each morning of your stay. But the benefits for Sterling status are as followed. 5 pre-arrival upgrades every year you qualify for Sterling status. 5% stay bonus in addition to 1 point per dollar for every US dollar you spend on qualifying stays. Opportunities for additional recognition with increased spend. So I think from that, the upgrades thing is kind of the best part of that, okay? And it sounds like those upgrades are guaranteed and will be enacted before you check in, maybe even right after you book. Normally, you have to spend $5,000 a year to get Sterling status, but now you'll get it for free. All right, let's now look at a few more benefits, and we have a couple of new ones, but they're pretty outrageous. So I want to just draw your attention to this, the 35% airline bonus. This is a useful benefit, but it isn't really being promoted by Amex right now. Now that made me think that they might want to cancel it. They did get rid of it on the Business Gold, all right? They used to have a 25% airline status on that card. But the fact that they're putting it right front and center in these new marketing images that have been leaked shows otherwise, okay? It looks like that benefit is staying. But there's more. Look at this. We have some additional credits for high spenders. $2,400 in credits for Amex 1AP when you spend $250,000 in a calendar year. Amex 1AP is Amex One Accounts Payable. It is a payment solution for businesses to pay vendors. And that's pretty smart, all right, to give a credit for your own service since it doesn't actually cost Amex $2,400. Probably costs them next to nothing, actually, since it's an online, probably heavily automated system. You're just adding one user to it. Then the next one is a $1,200 flight statement credit for Amex Travel after you spend $250,000 in a calendar year. That one is pretty big value too, and I would guess useful to more people than the payment system. So these two together amount to $3,500 in value after you spend $250,000 in a year. So some good value for high spenders there. Probably useless for most people though. And just lastly, let's look at the point earning. Now everything is the same. You get the 5x on airfare, etc. But the 1.5 points per dollar on select business purchases and purchases over $5,000 has now gone up to 2 points per dollar if this leak is accurate. And that's going to be on up to $2 million in spending per year. So those are all the new things. Obviously, there are more benefits like the Adobe credit, the Dell credit, etc. that I didn't cover. That is because they are not changing. But what do you think of these changes, guys? Leave a comment below. One friend of mine already told me that if this is all true, he's 99% sure that he is canceling due to the higher annual fee. Would you cancel? Let me know in the comments. Credit cards are like the iPhone, right? You now have to pay $1,000 for an iPhone, and credit cards are catching up with that too. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Please subscribe if you're new. And we only have until September 18th, which is this Thursday, to find out. So we'll see you then. Oh, and if you want to sign up for the Built Dining program, link down below. I thoroughly recommend it. Bye-bye.